The Golden Duck Awards for Excellence in Children's Science Fiction have been given annually since 1992. The awards are presented every year at Worldcon, the North American Science Fiction Convention. In 2014, the awards were presented at the NASFiC DeetCon 1 categories. The categories are Picture Book, Middle Grades, Young Adult. There is also provision for a special award if a book is found to be outstanding but does not fit any of the standard categories. Funding. The Golden Duck Awards are funded by Superconductivity, Inc., a 5013 corporation, which also sponsors the U.S. Midwest Regional Science Fiction Convention. Winners are selected by a group of teachers, librarians, parents, high-tech workers and reviewers. Golden Duck Award winners. Picture Book. The Picture Book Award is sometimes given to a book with non-fictional science content with a story wrapper, as well as traditional science fiction themes. 1992 Time Train by Paul Fleischman, illustrated by Claire Hewitt. 1993 June 29, 1999 by David Wiesner. 1994 Richie's Rocket by Joan Anderson, photographed by George Ancona. 1995 Time Flies by Eric Roman. 1996 Insects from Outer Space by Vladimir Vagin and Frank Ash. 1997 Grandpa Takes Me to the Moon by Timothy Gaffney, illustrated by Barry Root. 1998 Floating Home by David Getz, illustrated by Michael Rex. 1999 Noah and the Space Ark by Laura Cecil, illustrated by Emma Chichester Clark. 2000 Hush, Little Alien by Daniel Kirk. 2001 Rex by Robert Gould and Kathleen Dewey, illustrated by Eugene Epstein. 2002 Baloney by John Sieska, illustrated by Lane Smith. 2003 Incredible Cross-Sections of Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones by Curtis Saxton and Richard Chasemore. 2004 Hazelnut, Mad Scientist by David Elliott, illustrated by True Cully. 2005 Science Verse by John Sieska, illustrated by Lane Smith. 2006 Captain Raptor and the Moon Mystery by Kevin O'Malley, illustrated by Patrick O'Brien. 2007 Night of the Homework Zombies by Scott Nichol, illustrated by Steve Harpster. 2008 Mars Needs Moms by Berkeley Breathe. 2009 We're Off to Look for Aliens by Colin McNaughton. 2010 Swamps of Sleeth by Jack Prelutsky. 2011 Oh No, by Mac Barnett, illustrated by Dan Santit. 2012 Earth to Clunk by Pam Smolcombe, illustrated by Joe Berger. 2013 Oh No, Not Again, by Mac Barnett, illustrated by Dan Santit. 2014 Varda's Little Princess by Jeffrey Brown. 2015 Max Goes to the Space Station by Jeffrey Bennett, illustrated by Michael Carroll. Eleanor Cameron Award. This award is given to chapter books and middle-grade novels. The protagonists are science users and problem solvers. Occasionally books with fantasy elements but a science fiction theme have won. 1992 My Teacher Glows in the Dark by Bruce Coville. 1993 Weirdos of the Universe Unite by Pamela Service. 1994 Worf's First Adventure by Peter David. 1995 Shape Changer by Bill Britton. 1996 Star Hatchling by Margaret Beechard. 1997 Kipton and the Tower of Time by Charles L. Fontenay. 1998 The Andalite Chronicles by Catherine Applegate. 1999 Young Jedi Knight series by Kevin J. Anderson and Rebecca Moester. 2000 I Was a Sixth Grade Alien by Bruce Coville. 2001 The Power of Un by Nancy Etchemendy. 2002 Beatnik Rutabagas from Beyond the Stars by Quentin Dodd. 2003 Andrew Lost Series. Andrew Lost on the Dog. Andrew Lost in the Bathroom. Andrew Lost in the Kitchen by J.C. Greenberg. 2004 Escape from Memory by Margaret Peterson Haddix. 2005 The Supernaturalist by Owen Colfer. 2006 Whales on Stilts by M. T. Anderson, illustrated by Kurt Cyrus. The Friend That Time Forgot by Jim Bentlin. 2007 Apers by Mark Jensen with Barbara Dezinicola. 2008 Shanghai to the Moon by Michael J. Daily. Gravity Buster, Journal Number 2 of A Cardboard Genius by Frank Ash. 2009 Lighter Than Air by Henry Melton. 2010 Z-Rex by Steve Cole. 2011 Alien Encounter by Pamela Service and Mike Gorman. 2012 Worst Case Scenario Ultimate Adventure No. 2, Mars by Hannah Kahn and David Borjanic. 2013 Alien on a Rampage from the Intergalactic Bed and Breakfast series by Cleet Barrett Smith. 2014 Two Books from the Galaxy's Act series, Hello, Nebulon, and Journey to Juno by Ray Orion and Colin Jack. 2015 Ambassador by William Alexander. Hal Clement Award. This award is named for Harry Stubbs's pen name because his high school science teaching career strongly connects him to the YA age group. The primary story elements are correct science with science-fictional extrapolations and characters who solve problems on their own. 1992 Invitation to the Game by Monica Hughes. 1993 River Rats by Caroline Stevemer. 1994 The Giver by Lois Lowry. 1995 The Ear, the Eye and the Arm by Nancy Farmer. 1996 The Winds of Mars by H. M. Hoover. The Night Room by E. M. Goldman. 1997 Wild Side by Stephen Gould. 1998 Shades Children by Garth Nix. 1999 Alien Dreams by Larry Segrath. 2000 The Game of Worlds by Roger McBride Allen from David Brin's Out of Time series. 2001 Jumping Off the Planet by David Gerrold. 2002 This Side of Paradise by Stephen Lane. 2003 Feed by M. T. Anderson. 2004 Gunpowder Empire by Harry Turtledove. 2005 Balance of Trade by Sharon Lee and Steve Miller. 2006 Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. 2007 Rash by Pete Outman. 2008 Sky Horizon by David Brin and illustrated by Scott Hampton. 2009 The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Little Brother by Cory Doctorow. 2010 Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. 2011 WWW Watch by Robert J. Sawyer. 2012 A Beautiful Friendship by David Weber. A Long Sleep by Anna Sheehan. 2013 Cinder by Marissa Meyer. 2014 The Planet Thieves by Dan Crocker. 2015 Expiration Day by William Campbell Powell. Special Award winner 1997 Strong Female Characters, Kipton and the Android by Charles L. Fontenay. 1999 Australian Contribution to Children's Science Fiction, to Garth Nix. 2000 Promotion of Reading, Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. 2003 Best Science and Technology Education, Tales from the Wonder Zone by Julie Ichinada. 2007 Non-Fiction, Write Your Own Science Fiction Story by Tish Farrell. 2008 Stone Arch Books for publishing quality science fiction graphic novels. Special Award Non-Fiction, World of Science Fiction 12 titles by John Hamilton. Abdo Publishing Company. 2010 Special Award Non-Fiction, You Write It, Science Fiction by John Hamilton. Abdo Publishing Company.